Hello, I'm Dr. Petra Kern, the past president of the World Federation of Music Therapy. Today I will give you an overview of the Commission on Accreditation and Certification. In 1993, the World Federation of Music Therapy Council established the Commission on Government Accreditation with Dr. Tony Vikram as the first chair. Obviously, the Council felt the need to respond to inquiries from members. Unfortunately, we do not have much documentation of this Commission's activities in the World Federation archives. In the 2002 meeting minutes, Dr. Vikram reported that he had sent out a letter to all countries requesting materials for government accreditation, but received only one response. There is not a lot of documentation about who assumed the chair position during 1996 and 1999. Perhaps it was a vacant position. The next Commission chair, Dr. Jane Edwards, suggested in 1999 that the Commission should study music therapy accreditation in several countries, look at one country and compare music therapy accreditation with other professions in the country, and write guidelines for archiving government accreditation. In her final 2002 report, Dr. Edwards summarized that it was difficult to compare accreditations across countries and between professions because terms had been used interchangeably and no procedures for attaining accreditation were in place. She concluded that perhaps each country should decide what is feasible and workable within their given context, and suggested that developing WFMT guidelines to follow might not necessarily be helpful. She finally questioned the value of keeping the WFMT Commission on Government Accreditation and said, "It is perhaps unrealistic to think that an international body will change or empower organizations in ways that their own national context cannot." For some reason, the WFMT Council kept the Commission and Mrs. Susan Coe served as the chair from 2005 to 2008. No reports are available from this term. In 2008, the World Federation of Music Therapy Council picked up the intention of this commission and redefined its vision, goals, and objectives and projects. First, the Council established a work group that defined the terms certification, accreditation, and licensure, which led to renaming of this commission to Commission on Accreditation and Certification. Second, Commission Chair Dr. Byung-Chul Choi set the following goals: to collect information about all member countries' music therapy accreditation, certification, and licensing status, to share accreditation and licensure procedures with other countries, and to support each member country in developing their music therapy accreditation, certification, or licensure system. Under his and Dr. Youngshin Kim's leadership in 2011-2012, WFMT published a document compiling the certification and licensure status of over 30 countries. During this period, the Council also started to discuss the possibility of a World Federation of Music Therapy Global Equivalency certificate and charged the Commission to prepare a proposal for Council review. This idea was born out of the many student and member inquiries as well as what we experienced on the Council. Today, many of us are studying, working, and living abroad. This creates a situation where we might need to be certified music therapists in various countries in order to practice, teach, or conduct research. In my case, for instance, I'm a board-certified music therapist in Germany, the United States, and Canada, meaning I had to apply for certification and also take exams in each of these countries. This also requires that I must pay membership and certification fees and submit ongoing education credits for recertification every 5 years. I am wondering if one day I can collapse all those letters behind my name and have a GMT, a Global Music Therapy designation behind my name. Just kidding, but who knows? Dr. Dena Register, our current WFMT accreditation and certification chair, envisions a common set of ideals and principles which provide a framework for accreditation and certification of music therapy practice worldwide. This might be the first step towards realizing our vision of establishing a WFMT Global Equivalency Certificate. We are aware that there are still many questions that need to be addressed and presented in a solid proposal before moving forward. Here are some questions that come to my mind. What does a Global Equivalency Certificate mean? Which eligibility requirements and competencies must be in place for one to be granted a Global Equivalency Certificate? Can WFMT fulfill facilitator advisory roles, for instance, in negotiating contracts between organization members? Are there any liability issues for WFMT and collaborating organizations? How can the possible WFMT Global Equivalency Certificate be protected from abuse, and who will administrate what? Obviously, this topic has been discussed off and on over the years, but it seems to always reappear and may be needed more now than ever before. I wish you much inspiration and productive discussions on this roundtable and look forward to hearing about the outcomes.